Hey, people. Hey. How you doing? Hey, this is another show from me, Kurt Pickstone, a.k.a. Duggystone. Hey, from Duggystone Radio. Go and check our website out, Duggystone, duggystoneradio.com. Oh, yeah. Oh, I've got a great interview for you today, people. I interviewed Colin Leach from a great business, referral marketing. It's a great thing to look at if you're interested in setting something up. So, but we were joined by a special guest as well. So we spoke to Colin Leach from Jeunesse Global, and it was really interesting to understand the journey and where they both come from, how they've got to where they are now. And if you want to get involved, obviously they'll leave you some information to get involved. But interesting, really interesting show. And as a result, this is for their show, and they sponsor the show, which is great. And that's one of the opportunities for people to be a show sponsor. And what we'll do now, we'll play the little ad for them because they sponsor this show.
Introducing Jeunesse Global, a record-breaking, award-winning company now launching across the UK. Are you wanting to look younger, feel younger, live younger, or maybe you wish to start a potentially lucrative business? Contact Colin Leach today for details. bamboofxglobal@gmail.com or WhatsApp Colin on 64021 0837 4736 today.
There you go. Great little ad, that. Love that. So, yeah, let's get on with the show, people. Hope you enjoy this as much as I enjoyed talking to him. Very enlightening, very informative, and a great idea if you're interested in doing some referral marketing. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Yeah, okay, people. So, as you know, Colin Leach is a regular guest on this show because he's the show sponsor. He's freaking global as well. So, I've got Colin on the line today, and I think we're going to be joined by a special guest. So, anyway, Colin, how you doing, man?
I'm doing awesome, Kirk. How are you, my friend?
Yeah, I'm really good. We're actually being blessed at the minute in the UK. We've got, well, it's hot for us. We're up to about 24 degrees this week. It's been beautiful. So, yeah, it's been great, mate.
Oh, look, mate.
It's been great.
I should fly over there because we're coming into our winter and it's brutal cold. It hasn't stopped raining for a week. Miserable. So, yeah, I should be in the UK enjoying the sunshine, I think, my friend.
Nightmare, mate, nightmare. So, what's been going on with you then this last week or so? I apologise for last Monday's show. I had problems with my internet. I know what the problem is now. Our supplier decided to cut the connection because we was putting noise back into the network after us telling them for about 4 years that we had problems with our line. They've now decided, because it's causing them a problem, they're going to deal with it. So you should have been on last week's show. So what's been happening since then, mate? What's been happening?
Oh, look, Kirk, life has been good, been busy as, and thanks to Duggystone Radio, we've had a bunch of people contacting me via email and messenger, which has been fantastic. So
Brilliant.
Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome, mate.
Our business is, we're busy and sharing the love, so to speak, and just having a great old time. It's been awesome.
Yeah, I'm pleased about that because we've had a few good successes. You with Clean My Rad and a couple of other people. Clean My Rad, I know I'm going to just use them because, hey, why not? They're bloody great because they were our first sponsor. Like you have, you come on board. I was speaking to you similar sort of time to them, and it took us a bit of time to get everything together. But as an example, trusted in us, came on board. They're now dealing with Harley Davidson in London. They've got a couple of stores down there. They're doing a few quid a month with them. They're going on tour with them, doing all sorts of events. So that just shows the power of what can happen. We've got a product there that's in a very highly competitive market, and they're now working with one of the world's leading brands. And I can't stop talking about it. It's amazing. Same as you guys. You've got, you're a global business. You're in a multi-billion pound industry and you're expanding, and I think it's really great. And it's good to have good partners on. It's good to have businesses on that are solid, reputable, I don't really want anyone advertising with us. There's not any of them. Do you know what I mean? I don't just want to take anyone's money. I want the right people on the station, same as the music. So does that make sense?
Absolutely. And I can assure you that, Jeunesse Global, who we're representing, is just rocking this thing, just breaking records left, right and centre, some of which I've shared with you in the past. So, we're really proud to be a part of it. And as I mentioned on day one with you, we're looking to expand my business into the UK. And to be perfectly honest with you, Kirk, I couldn't have thought of a better way of launching into the UK with Jeunesse Global than through you. It's just been awesome.
Yeah, I'm pleased about that. I really am, and that's why the station, our tagline is "We're freaking global," and that was our intent from day one, was to connect the planet, create the business shows that connects people, encourages people to start businesses, and it's great because yours is twofold. You're an international company, and it's good for someone to start their own business for relatively low investment, in fact zero investment, and that's what we want to do. And obviously we're an artist station as well. We're not genre specific, so people can, what I want people to do is find a show they like, find a business or whatever they want to get involved in, and just rock with that and dip in and dip out whenever they want. So I think we're quite unique in what we're doing, and I'm really proud of the platform. I'm great to have the response that you guys given us, as well as other people. So just in case anyone's missed it, because they might have done, not everyone's tuning in, we've got new listeners all the time, give us a quick whistle-stop tour about what, Jeunesse Global, and what the benefits are and what they should be doing, what people should be doing.
Well, Jeunesse Global is simply a network marketing company based out of the US. They're in 140 odd countries now. We've just opened in South America and Argentina, just recently opened in India. We're global. They're a record-breaking company, and we basically partake in the anti-aging industry. So there's a whole heap of products, from makeup to skincare to energy drinks to weight management to health and wellness. Now, to put that in perspective, globally, and I'm talking about the entire industry, 60 billion is spent in makeup, 260 billion on skincare, 9 billion on energy drinks. Weight management is $104 billion spent by consumers, and health and wellness is $27 billion spent, and that spend grows exponentially every year. We have a range of products, Kirk, that fit into all those categories, and they're phenomenal products. And the company itself is only 8 years old. We put in year 5 of operation, they did $1 billion in annual sales. Had never ever been done before in our industry. It's just a phenomenal phenomenal company. So I'm really proud to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And when I looked at the numbers, I thought, if they're paying out all, if they made this sort of revenue, they must have been paying out a ton in commissions, and I basically wanted a piece of the pie. So that's why I jumped in. Yeah. The company is reputable. It's been around. The records that it's broken is phenomenal, and it was a no-brainer, absolute no-brainer, Kirk. So that's why I jumped in, and we're looking to launch into the UK, which we've done fairly successfully now. And as you know, I'm here in New Zealand, so I'm like you, I'm freaking global, baby.
Yeah, mate. And he's what also about that, it's not like you've just started. It's not like the business has just started. It's been established for a while. So it's not like, there's this new product that's just come out, because that's obviously people have got to try it. It's actually, if it was no good, or there was nothing good, then they wouldn't be where they are. They wouldn't be doing the $1 billion in revenue, would they? They might do it once, and then people go, this is no good, and then it'll just fold. So it's got to be sustainable. What you're selling has got, and this goes for any business, it's got to be reputable, sustainable. Otherwise, people will catch you out. You'll probably get by trying to scam a few people. I'm not talking about your business. I'm talking about generally. But after a while, people will cotton onto it and they'll wise up to it. So it's great. It sounds really good. It sounds like a great business model, because I know I know a bit about multi-level marketing and referral marketing, and quite a few of them, I'm not even going to mention the names, you have to invest quite a lot of money up front to buy all your starter packs. You have to hold a load of stock. You know, there was a big scandal here a bit back about, I can't even remember what the company was called, but they were making these people were buying thousands and thousands of dollars worth of products every month just to keep them going, and they were making nothing. It was just a big scam. So your business is not like that. It's they don't have to invest a load of money to start, do they?
No, not at all, Kirk. In fact, I don't carry any inventory whatsoever. Neither does anyone else. It's not about that. And I think, like I shared with you the last interview we did, there's lots of ways of getting into this, into our business. But I like to tell people, look, I just want you to join somewhere between nervous and excited, man. And
yeah.
You know,
it still makes me chuckle every time I hear that. I think there's one or two people going to use that as a chat up line. I think that'll be a good chat up line about that one. I want you to be between nervous and excited. Here's my car keys.
Look, Kirk, the reality is that what's comfortable for you may not be comfortable for someone else. So there are lots and lots of different ways of getting into this thing.
Yeah.
And also along those lines, you know, I don't want people to go hungry for the next week to join my business. That's not what it's about. If you've got to do that, that's not a good look. So, somewhere between nervous and excited, and there are lots of different product packages that you can purchase to get into this thing. You just find the one that fits for you.
Yeah, and what I like about this, I always advise people, if they want to get into business and, I want to start a business but I don't know what, is I always say, well, carry on doing your day job that's giving you a steady income if you've got a day job. So if you're earning a few quid on a day-to-day basis, and then start something else, whether that's, you know, I don't know, you want to be a photographer or you want to start a design business or whatever you want to do that alongside. It's the safest option so you can afford to do it and you can afford to put money in. And if it doesn't take off as quick as you think, because it might not do, then at least you're not scrambling, you're not desperate for the next sale or you're going to do it in a controlled and right way. And I believe this is a great example of being able to do that as well. So you can be, you know, you might be at home. I work from home, look after my son. So if I was doing anything during the day, for a job, I'd like to do it round his work time, round his school time. So guess what? I do a radio station, I do other stuff, and I can manage it between that. And that's how do you know what I mean? So I think it's a great example of with network marketing, referral marketing, to actually start a business that, and you mentioned it a few times before, it's network marketing, and the key word is work. So as much effort as you put in, you're going to be rewarded for that effort. If you sat on your backside and don't want to go and talk to anybody, then the likelihood is you're going to get nothing. It's not going to come to you. So people are rewarded for their entrepreneurialism, their drive, their getting out there. And I know it's not for everybody, but I think it's a good place for people to start if they want to start getting a bit of residual income, which is a bit safer than saying, do you know what, I'm going to pack my day job in and I'm going to go and do X instead. I know that's me telling. Yeah? Absolutely.
Like when I started, I just wanted to dip my toes in the water. I've progressed way past that now, and thoroughly love what I do. And like here it is 6 o'clock in the morning for me, and I'm chatting with you, and we've got a special friend with us from the other side of the world, waiting on the line also.
Yeah, God, we'll speak to him in a second. Because you're right, because what we've had to do, that's the downside of being freaking global, is I've always got to work out what everyone's time is. So this show's going out between 10 and 11 and repeated at 2 o'clock. And if we did that live, then the special guest is going to have to get up at the stupid o'clock in the middle of the night, in the middle of the morning. You'll be late in the evening, and it doesn't tie up. So we're doing this interview now so that we can slot it into the show, which is great. So, hey, should we bring our special guest on?
Well, I think we should. He's been waiting very patiently and quietly, I might add, on the line. So
he's probably
I think we should.
He's probably fell asleep. Michael, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. How are you doing?
Oh, real good, Kirk and Colin, and thank you for the invite here today to Duggystone Radio. I had the pleasure of connecting with Kurt on Facebook, and Kirk, you got a lot of action going, a lot of shaking and moving going on, and I appreciate you guys inviting me on today.
Yeah, just on that point, I do put a caveat at the top of my Facebook page, and it says "buckle up." I'll fill your feed, and I don't make any excuses for it. Even my wife said, "Oh my God, how much do you post?" And I just said to her, "Well, you can always unfriend me because you're not my demographic anyway." So.
Awesome.
So yeah, thanks for that. I appreciate it. So what's your story with the whole business?
Well, it kind of goes like this. Me and Colin with technology today, obviously we're talking around the world. There's no cost for these calls. And in today's world, everyone's busy. So, I mean, I like building from my phone and having that freedom that comes with it. And I mean, here's what happened with me. I used to run a grocery store. I played rock and roll bands, opened for many national acts. When I decided to go back into music after getting divorced at 35, people around me said, "You run a grocery store. This is something you can't, what are you thinking? What are you doing?" And when somebody tells you no, you can't do something, that just drives you to prove them wrong, to go out and win big. And I ended up opening for a couple national acts, doing a couple CDs, and playing some pretty major events. And it was kind of like reliving childhood. Well, when I moved to Minneapolis, I was an executive for Coca-Cola, and my buddy of mine from high school called me from Hawaii. He said, "Hey, I made $250,000 in networking. What's your email? I'm signing you up." And I didn't even have an email. I didn't have a computer. I was a car guy, muscle car, hot rod, guitar player. And so I joined networking, and I just couldn't figure out, how can this be? I mean, how can this guy have the freedom and have the money at the same time? And it drove me wild. So as a part-timer working at Coke, I did a little networking, and as a corporate pyramids, obviously close to 50 years old, I got trimmed out of the company. I was a top salesman here in Minneapolis, but I got trimmed out like many people have had happen to them in the corporate world, because obviously they don't want to pay me the retirement, and it's a brownie point system. There's only room for somebody to move up at the top, and everybody's fighting and working for that position. So when I lost my job, I had just bought a new home. I got my shop, my muscle cars, and I got caught off guard. I just bought the house, and I lost my job. And everybody around me, when I said I was going to be doing networking, in a nice way, basically told me, "How's that going to work for you? Cutting you down, giving you the nose, giving you all the negative feedback that, belief and all that." And for me, my father wasn't doing well. My parents are 2 hours away. And I thought, you know what, if I can do this for a year, if I can have the time with my father, if I can be there for him to enjoy, get the time that's needed with him, then when I did go back and get a job, I could have my network growing faster, because I had a year to work it full time. And the no's from family members to everybody I know that would roll their eyes when I talked about it, because I talked to everybody. I was relentless attack to win. And if my buddy could do it, I could do it, and my mindset was in place. Well, a year later, when it came time to, my dad passed a year and a half later after having time with him. And at that point, my business was starting to grow, rather rapidly. And another 6 months later, I got featured on Business for Home as a top 100 in that company in the North American market. And at that point, I never had to go back to work again. And everybody that doubted me, everybody that was negative opinion, everyone that has given up on life, now had to deal with the fact that, I can be fishing. I'm sitting out in my shop right now here figuring out what I do for the day, and I can work my business if I'm on the lake or if I'm mowing a yard. So, winning and proving people wrong, and standing a standpoint that I'm here, I'm going there, and the vision that you have. And I think that people in general, the common aspect is, "Oh, my mom tried it. It didn't work for her." People have excuses, and that's fine. Not everybody's going to join your network. Not everyone understands the power of leverage. But as you get into networking, you have to look at it that this is a 3 to 5 year free college. I mean, it's free to learn. It's free to be coached. It's free to soak up information. It's free to post on social media. It's free. And minimal cost, a person can start becoming an entrepreneur, spend a 3-year free college, no loan, no payback, and over that 3-year time frame, they could have a really nice network growing with a nice part-time income to a full-time income, and or they advance into a 3-year degree that makes them an absolute expert. You know, attracting people to you from your skills, your results, and the facts are undeniable. And so, you know, I just encourage people that if they are looking at networking, make sure you align with somebody that's going where you're going. Make sure you're with a company that's going the direction that you want to go. Make sure that the company's young enough that you catch timing.
Yeah.
And treat it like it's a business. If you had to go take out a loan today to start a new barbershop and 24 hours a day for 10 years to pay that loan off, it's like that in networking. It's your business. You're the leader of your team, and you know, everyone's on social media. Everyone's posting on Facebook about the pizza, referring people into all kinds of sales. And I ask people, if you even sign in online, why are you not looking at a way to be promoting, self-promoting yourself and building yourself into a lifestyle of potential freedom, and maybe quit the JOB and get out of the 40-40-40 club?
Yeah, I love that. I really love that. And your story is, I'm just going to go right back to the story, and I think the most powerful thing you said there was you was able to spend the time with your dad. And I think that is, no matter what money you can earn or in the future, that is priceless, mate. And the fact that you've been able to do that and support yourself through network marketing is value enough for anybody, and I think that's brilliant. And and I'm so glad you did that, and I'm so glad you've come on and shared that story, because we've spoke to Colin and other people in the past about referral marketing, network marketing, and sometimes it's got a very negative connotation to it. But at the end of the day, if people are buying products anyway, and the products are as equal or better than the stuff they can get in the store, well, why not get involved in it? And I also picked up on you saying that people, the naysayers, and I think that's brilliant, because I've just had a phone call with a guy that I know who said, Kirk, I'm taking the plunge. I think I'm going to start my own business. And he's got a background in horticultural, you know, gardening and stuff. He said, what do you think? I said, well, I'm not going to tell you no. All I'll say to you is go for it. You know, what have you got to lose? What have you got to lose? You've got nothing to lose, and give it a go. And if you've got, I think it's using your skills, isn't it? It's using your skills, ability. If you're a good leader and you're good at getting teams rocking and motivating people, then actually, if you apply that skill to your business in marketing, then that's what you do, isn't it? And you're doing it for yourself. And you're right about social media. I mean, this radio station wouldn't have been half as good as it is if it wasn't for because how would Colin know about us? How would the artists we've got in Detroit and the presenters know about us? They've found us through social media, and I had this blinkered belief that we're going to have a freaking global radio station and we're going to connect the planet. And lots of people told me, as they told you, that'll never work. Radio's dead. No one's listening to radio. Everyone's listening to Spotify. And I go, I don't care. I'm still doing it. You know what I mean? So it's right, though, isn't it? Because it's thinking what people need, and you know what people need in your business is if people want a residual income, you want to work it around the family or whatever, then you can apply the business to that, can't you? You can say, well, actually, if you're looking to earn, I don't know, $100 a month because that'll pay for your holiday this year, or actually, no, I want to be earning $10,000 a month, then you know where that individual lays in your business model, and don't you? And what they'll have to do to get there, and what you need to do as a team leader, for want of a better word, for that individual. Is that correct? Am I right in saying that?
Oh yeah. We're in the people business. So if I'm prospecting you or anybody, I mean, it's real simple. Obviously, if I don't know you, it's a different build than someone you know. Obviously, the teams that are built off trust and people that know one another, the warm market build, referral marketing is like dumping glue on your business, because we all know tree shakers. We all know the guy that shows up to the party, and when he shows up, the party starts. He's got the nice car, he's got the nice looking gal, and he's successful, and what he says, people do. And we're out looking for that. I mean, you keep going to the lake, you keep going fishing, and you got every bait in the water, and you're looking for the one player, the tree shaker, the mover, the one that wants more. And then there's the people that are just doing this part-time, maybe make a little bit of free product, maybe hold a few home parties, maybe just share on social media, that's just looking to make an extra $500 a month or $500 a week. And for those people, this income is life-changing. And I think that, people misunderstand the concept of what direct selling is. I mean, two people that know two people that have different skill sets is how you align. And, it's like here in the U.S., 80% of the women that make over $100,000 a year in income, 80% of them make over $100K a year because of supplemented income of network marketing, the time freedom, the ability to earn extra, and to build a network and move products into the marketplace. And when I'm prospecting with people, I just I got one simple question: do you keep your options open to making more money? And the next question is to find out more about that person. Are they outgoing? Have they been in networking or not? What's their background? Hey, maybe the wife's in yoga and she's a health expert. Maybe the husband's been doing some car sales. And to find out what drives them and what they're doing currently, and share with them a vehicle that if they work part-time, that could lead to full-time, maybe eliminate one of the jobs and bring somebody home from work.
Yep.
And share with them why you feel they'll be good at it, and find their hot button. Is it a new refrigerator, a new car, a trip? Is it to become a leader? Is it to maybe your kid's college? Something that would really drive them to take action in their life. Because, I mean, we had broke 6,000 new sapphires last year in the company just for the year. That means 6,000 people in our company had a massive breakthrough that was life-changing for their future. And, like if I'm sharing the facts on our company, I mean, here's a few of them. If you knew that Amazon hit $1 billion in 4 years, Google did it in 5, Facebook did it in 6, Apple did it in 6, Jeunesse, a network marketing company, did it in 6, and eBay did it in 7. Those are the 7 fastest billion-dollar USA companies in the history of not only network marketing, but in business. And I ask people, knowing what you know now about those tech companies, would have you invested the kitchen sink into them, knowing what is about to happen to become the biggest giants in the history of business? Then the answer is normally yes, but if you didn't have the capital to invest, Google didn't say, hey, Kirk, you can join our company for a couple $100. If you go work Google and help us promote Google or Facebook, we're going to pay you a percentage of your sales produced and help you profit and win big off this. That was for the players with money, not for the average person. And I just tell people this: if we've done $5 billion in 8 years, okay, you're looking at a couple $1 billion paid out in commissions. What are the next 5 years, 8 years, 10 years going to look like? Because companies like Amway, Avon, Mary Kay, Herbalife's of the world, the top 22 companies that ever hit $1 billion, they did this in 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years. And our company comes along and does this in 8 years. In 6 years, we hit $1 billion in annual. Now we're at $5 billion, and setting every record in the industry. Company of the year, #1 in momentum, best network marketing company to join. 14 of the top 100 highest paid network marketers on planet Earth are in our 8-year-old company, and we're shattering records. So whether you're in the UK or New Zealand, Australia, I mean, we just launched India, for example, and I didn't know anybody in India, but I knew we were opening, and I know there's 1.3 billion people there. It's like the size of China. And right from my cell phone, teaching my team exactly what to do and how to do it. We built a team of thousands of people in India, 20% of the entire companies in my downline. And we've got strong leaderships of people taking ownership of their business. And I own 20% of that market right from my cell phone with minimal cost, if any cost, other than just time and effort and teaching my people the duplication process. So it can be done. And if you sign in on social media, if you do anything online, and you're not looking at growing yourself and growing and setting yourself up financially, I urge you to take a good look at network marketing, because it's the only way for an average guy to have more in life and have a shot at becoming, passive residual income that'll pay you over and over and over again for a lifetime. Yeah, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that was bloody interesting, that, because and it's how you connected. I know some guys. I know one guy in India as well. So in India, is a massive market. Yeah, there's a lot of people that have not got a lot of they're not financially stable, but if they can start getting into something like referral marketing, then yeah, they can become the winners over there. There's a question I've got, and I'm not sure if you can answer it. You mentioned quite a lot of companies there, network companies, that have took quite a substantial amount of time to become successful, whereas Jeunesse Global has become very successful in a very short time with some of those big names that we can understand what they've done. They brought a different product, like the Facebook and what have you. What fundamentally has been different about Jeunesse Global that's made it go stratospheric in such a short space of time? Do you know?
Well, it starts with the leadership. So, I mean, a company is only as good as their products. Our founders are in their 70s. Randy sold NASA their launch systems, was a sharecropper, didn't have shoes, grew up to be very, very successful. Wendy, his wife, sold programs to network marketing companies, the highest influential person in network marketing. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of awards. But it's the products. The products sell. The products work. They're stem cell technology, anti-aging products. But the leadership in the company and the global explosion, our China and Brazil markets have literally exploded. And I think it's a lot to do with the two-team system. A lot of these companies' pay plans are horrible. Building 5, 10 legs, different teams, unilevel programs. It's like we're a two-team system. You build a left team, you build a right team, you become an entrepreneur, and you're on the train building the track. I mean, this is what we do. So
okay.
I think it's a combination of everything, and I think it's a combination of the leadership that's been attracted to our company. But with 143 countries right now, all markets but China and Brazil, they're extremely virgin territory, extremely young territory. So, whether you're in the UK, Australia right now, or Southeast Africa, or Asia, you're very good timing.
But yeah, so basically what you're saying there then, Michael, is they've got the recipe right. They've got all the elements all the other companies have, but it sounds like to me, I can only presume, that all the elements are at the peak and the right mixture's been put together, which has created this very successful company in a very short space of time. Because some of the other network marketers have got potentially good products, haven't they? And they might have good leadership. But if you've got a company that's got the peak on all of the elements together and the right mix, then that's potentially, from what you said, is what's caused this rise in such a short space of time, and continuation of that as well.
Yeah, so for example, in a lot of these other companies, they're great companies and you can make money in any network marketing company, but everybody's heard of these other companies and timing is gone. So you can join there, but the timing is not there. We're with a fresh, young 8-year-old company that has all the documentation that just completely crushes a conversation. The facts are undeniable. So the only determining factor, I tell people, they got to make one big sale, and that's to themselves. And to all your listeners today, ask yourself, are you earning what you're worth? Do you have the freedom that you're looking for? Is your job going to take you to where it is you want to go? And I get this excuse all the time, Kirk and Colin, is like, oh, Mike, I'd like to do it. I don't have the time or money. My wife's working a second job, this and that. And I got to be brutally honest. I mean, if what you're doing is not going to get you where you want to go, those excuses are not going to work. I mean, if your car payment was due today and they're going to repossess it, you're going to come up with the money to make the payment. So it's making that sale to yourself and being committed to going where this vehicle's going. And if 6,000 people last year broke the Sapphire rank, then, could you do that in a year? Could you do that in 2 years? And would it be worth it for you? Yeah. I mean, look at your kids, look at your life, look at what it is you want, and ask yourself those questions, because, what one can do, another can do. The only determining factor is you.
Yeah, I think yeah, it does. And it's been really interesting. I think the conversation's interesting about the whole concept. And the other reason why I wanted to talk to you both as well is there's other network markets out there, and it's just like another form of business, and you make it very understandable, and quite appealing as well. I think it's quite an appealing offer. From what you're saying, you know, like I say, the facts are all there. People go and check them out, and I think it's really good. I think it's great what you're doing, and the fact that you're going into some of these emerging markets is phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. And like I say, if you crack India, then you know that'll be crazy. You know, 1 point.
Well, we're launching for your Spanish listeners. We got full-blown Spanish support webinars. We got teams in Guatemala, Colombia, Peru, Argentina is in pre-launch right now. I mean, we've got teams and support lines, and our site's translated in I think 23 languages. So I mean, no matter where you're located, we do have a vehicle for you, and the timing is very, very good.
Ah, brilliant. Well, like I said, I've got a presenter in Argentina, and he's an astronomer as well, so he travels to Brazil. We have Colombian listeners on, you know, we have them from all over. So yeah, that could be really interesting. So I'll pass some information on to DJ Spider. Let him have a look at it for you. You know, you never know,
well,
do you?
I appreciate you guys bringing me on today, Colin. Nice job. Oh, by the way, Colin's got a brand new team starting in Nigeria. I was on with one of his new sponsorships. And here comes another market, the Nigerian market, the South Africa market.
Ooh,
so, I mean, if you've got global contacts and you're ambitious and you're self-motivated to win, you know, my email is diamondsponsor@gmail.com, diamondsponsor@gmail.com. And if you're in the U.S., my phone number is 715-456 7994, 715-456-7994. You can add a +1 to that. I'm available on WhatsApp, Skype, and so forth. And we'll get you connected with the right people to help get started. And then Colin will leave his information too, or you can get back to Kirk here at Duggystone Radio. And I appreciate everyone for listening today, and appreciate your help and support with this, Kirk and Colin. And it's been a great call, and I really appreciate you guys inviting me on today.
No, you're very welcome, and thanks for sharing us your journey, your vision, and your passion and drive. And I know why you're successful. I can hear it in your voice. So whatever you're going to do for the rest of the day, have a great day, and thanks for being with us. Well, Colin, do you want to drop your information off, and then everybody knows what you're up to? Like I said, if anyone's not sure, miss those numbers, please contact me at Duggystone Radio. So you can do that at kirk@duggystoneradio.com, or go to our website or our Facebook and drop us a message, and I'll hook you with Colin. And Colin's logo is at the bottom of our sponsors page on the landing page. If you click on it, it'll take you straight to Colin. But anyway, Colin, you give your information, mate.
Sure. Well, first of all, Mike, thanks for jumping on. Awesome job. It's just great to be your mate, to be perfectly honest. It's awesome. But my contact details are bamboofxglobal@gmail.com. This is my email, bamboofxglobal@gmail.com. Or you can hook up with me via Skype, Messenger, or call me on +64 021 0837 4736. So +64 021 0837 4736. And Kirk, an absolute pleasure chatting to you.
No problem.
Always a pleasure, my friend.
Thank you, Kirk.
Yeah, thank you, Michael, and thanks, Colin. Thanks for a great interview and an insight to what you're doing. And you're just as freaking global as we are.
All right, everyone, have a great day, great evening, great week.
Cheers. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, what a great interview. Yeah, go and check him out. All the links are on the show notes if you're listening to us on a podcast, wherever you've found us. You've been listening to me, Kurt Pigson, a.k.a. Duggystone, on Duggystone Radio. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Again. Go on, sing it again. Sing it again. Yeah, these shows are designed to educate you, help you, and encourage you to start your own business. And I think referral marketing, multi-level marketing, whichever way you want to call it, is a great place to look, because you can get involved for relatively low input costs and generate a great business. So, yeah, thanks for calling today, speaking to us. Thanks for being a show sponsor. Oh, I tell you what we need to do now. We need to play his jingle again, don't we? Just so you know, because he sponsored this show. So thanks for that as well.
Jeunesse Global, a record-breaking, award-winning company, now launching across the UK. Are you wanting to look younger, feel younger, live younger, or maybe you wish to start a potentially lucrative business? Contact Colin Leach today for details. bamboofxglobal@gmail.com or WhatsApp Colin on 64021 0837 4736 today.
There you go. Yeah, go and get hold of him. And thanks for tuning in, people. Thanks for listening. And go to Duggystone Radio for more shows, more information. That's DUGGYSTONE, DuggystoneRadio.com. You'll see all the show schedules. All the times on there are UK times or GMT times. So wherever you are in the world, just add or take away the time to get to your relevant time slot. And once again, thanks for Colin for supporting the station, being a freaking global sponsor. And until next time, people, see ya.
The Duggystone Show.